Richician!
Hey YouTube, Dark Richician 84 here, finally profiling my September 2007 decks, which, like I've said several times, was my absolute favourite format of all time, because we had a great ban list, and I had my fair share of success in this format, where I made top 2 for the first time ever with Elemental Heroes, and got my 4th ever tournament win with Dark Magician. I mean, it wasn't perfect though. I mean, Monarchs and Demise OTK were around, which were annoying, but other than that, it was still a very enjoyable format. So I'm starting off with Dark Magician, the signature deck, and it has a lot of my oldest cards in this one. Yeah, it's the favourite format deck. It deserves it. So let's begin with 1 Dark Magician, which should be 2, like for the time, but again, I just kind of fancied myself as Yugi in a way, where it's the favourite card, only play 1. But yeah, definitely play 2. Then Dark Magician Girl, Dark Magician of Chaos, the pre-errata one. Now I did have the original print in there, but it's seen better days.
Which meaning something's happened to it.
I mean, it wasn't like destroyed or anything, it's just the conditions not great. 3 skilled Dark Magicians, Sacred Phoenix of Nephis, because I was still playing that because I ran Hand
That
of
gives me
Nephis.
fuzzy memories of the match we had with that against the Stardust, stopping it constantly.
Yeah, but that was with my September 06 format Dark Magician deck. Like, that was ridiculous.
I pretty much had no choice, I had to.
I mean, I had no choice because it's mandatory. Anyway, Kaiku, which is the very first Kaiku I ever got, I must point out. Same with these skilled darks. Break of the Magical Warrior, the 2nd copy I ever got hold of. The first one I foolishly traded away, like, wish I hadn't done that now. That's another regret, which I didn't think to mention in my Q&A. Then 3 copies of Gravekeeper's Spy, because I was still playing that engine, great for all sorts of tribute fodder, and Gravekeeper's Guard to go with it. Then we've got the Apprentice engine, of course, 2 copies of Apprentice Magician, 2 of my 3 original copies, and 2 Old Vindictive Magicians, and Hand of Nephis. I must also point out that these are also my original copies from back in the day. This isn't though, Magician of Faith. I think my original copy is also not in the greatest condition. But yeah, that's in there. Only 1 because she was limited at the time. And finally, Treeborn Frog, which also serves as tribute fodder. So that's it for the monsters. On with the spells. So for the spells, I have Dark Magic Curtain. Yeah, I was actually playing it in here for some time. Now, when I first brought this deck back, I did have a Lure of Darkness in here, but I took it out because of a similar rule regarding GOAT format and cards from Cybernetic Revolution and the 2005 tins, where they're not, cards from those sets are not legal for GOAT format, otherwise Stein OTK would be in the game 1 format early. Now, for similar reasons, cards from Phantom Darkness are not legal in September 07 decks, otherwise that would mean that Dark Return would be 1 format early as well, and that wasn't fun to deal with back in the day. So I put Dark Magic Curtain in. Yeah, it is kind of dead if Dark Magician is not present in the deck, but I threw it in anyway because it's a placeholder. Next, 3 copies of Magical Dimension, Spellcaster staple, and Heavy Storm, that's my original copy. Pot of Avarice, that's also my original copy, which I got for Christmas back in 2005, along with my Secret Rare Dark Magician Girl. And Smashing Ground, Swords of Revealing Light, Premature Burial, oh, can't even see it. I don't remember if that was my original copy, but these two definitely were. Book of Moon, MST, yeah, that wasn't original. Scapegoat. And to go with Scapegoat, I have my homemade sheep tokens, which I made a long time ago, and yeah, these have seen better days, and 2 of them are signed. No, 3 of them are signed. No. Yeah, 3 of them are signed, but 1 of them's been signed twice. Whose signatures were these? I can't remember. That's it for spells. On with traps. I have Desert Sunlight. I'm pretty sure I did mention it in another past format profile, but the reason why I played this is to specifically counter Nobleman of Crossout and Zaborg, because I have lots of flip effect monsters and Nobleman just ruins me. Whereas with Zaborg, yeah, my monster will still be destroyed, but at least I'll still get the flip effect. And Dust Tornado, that's my original copy. Mirror Force, that is not my original copy. That's still in my current format Dark Magician deck. But I picked it up anyway. I think I got this one off Team Waterpond UK during my second Margate trip, and I've kept it since. I can't remember. 3 copies of Sakuratsu Armor, the Mini Mirror Force, Torrential Tribute, I think that's my original copy as well, and finally Call of the Haunted, which is also my original copy. And yeah, that is the September 07 format Dark Magician deck. I hope you guys enjoyed. I just love this deck so much. If you did, leave a like and a comment, share and subscribe already. Like, if Dead Uni ever does do past format tournaments and September 07 comes out, I'll be like, I'm in a heartbeat, and I'll play this.
Yeah, I won't be able to.
Oh yeah, because you've only got 1 past format deck yourself, don't you?
Past format, like Goat back in the day, is not really my thing usually. I only wanted to make 1, and I'm just going to stick with that.
That's fair.
Because I was still in college at the time, I wanted to play and wanted to play it.
Yeah.
But when I actually first started properly, when I had my first ever deck was Heroes, and that's when I pretty much saw Richie at the time. Didn't really. The first 2 times I reckon when I first saw you recording, I didn't even get paired with you at all. I can't remember what deck I was playing when I first paired up against you back then.
I remember you were playing a synchro deck.
I think it was a mixture from the first, you say, junk deck, I think.
Yeah, and I was playing Prismagician, which is what this would evolve into, like, almost a year later. Anyway, speaking of heroes, that's what I'm profiling next, so stay tuned. Thank you very much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to the Dark Richician YouTube channel.